Hello everybody, it's Jake, aka Korean Jew Trading, and in this video I will be talking about the KCS token and the Kucoin exchange. Um, this is not financial advice, this is my own opinion. However, it is a very strong opinion. I am really excited about this project. And you know what? I think for me, I'm looking at it more of a short term. And by short term, it could be, weeks, few weeks, a month. But it's a short term like project that can grow quickly. But also, I feel that it does have plenty of long term appeal as well. So it's really exciting in that regard. Yeah, so I'll get right into it. KuCoin. How did I find out about it? The same way I've been finding out about a lot of projects lately. People PM me all day. I get a lot of messages to look at different coins, and when I see a cluster of people asking for the same project, that's when it really starts to catch my eye. So the last one was ETP, and and this kind of plays into why I like KuCoin as well, and I'll explain that later. But it was like people were PMing me, "What do you think of ETP?" And by the time I realized, okay, a lot of people are asking about this, I need to get my head in the game and figure out what's going on. It was already going up, and so KuCoin, I started to get messages, and I was in my Telegram chat last night, late at night, and somebody was talking about KuCoin and explaining how they pay daily dividends, and I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. How does that work? And then the person, Jamie, posted the screenshot of the account, and every noon they give you a little bit of each token on the exchange based off of the trade volume, as a dividend for holding their token KCS. So that was something pretty unique. I mean, she got a little bit of WTC, she got some gas, she got NEO, she got US dollar tether, EOS, everything that's on there, a little bit of each. And it depends on how many KCS you hold and how much trade volume is going on the exchange. So in essence, the more KCS you hold and the more volume of business that KuCoin is doing, the more daily dividends you earn. So that was like, oh, okay. I had no I haven't heard of that model, and it really got me looking. And the more I started to look, the more I was like, wow. I mean, how many selling points? It's crazy. And you start to dig deeper, and you realize, okay, the people that created this exchange really understand the psychology of this market. They understand the crypto trader, the average crypto trader, and they understand what people want. And they're very serious about bringing a ton of volume to this exchange. So basically, and I'll explain why, but if this exchange were to grow, which I think it definitely can, it'll be good for the people that hold KCS. And why? First off, why would the exchange grow? We'll talk about that. The exchange itself is anonymous. I didn't have to. I signed up in 2 minutes. I didn't have to load my passport. It didn't check my IP to see what country I'm from. They're based out of Hong Kong, so they're out of the way of China regulation. And when you look at what's happening with Bittrex, I get tons of questions. I mean, if you're in crypto, there is some concern around Bittrex. For the record, I think Bittrex is a solid exchange, but I know people that have personally been locked out for 24 hours and then let back in. But it's never a good thing when you hear that. And then look at Bitfinex. They're about to be leaving, or I don't think USA customers can trade there anymore. And they're a bigger exchange, and like ETP was one of those coins that I wanted to get into, and I wanted to buy the dip because it's good, but I couldn't because I didn't have Bitfinex. So in times like these, and you don't know what the future holds, it's good to have an exchange that seems committed to anonymous transaction, anonymous trade, and not excluding anybody. Their security is also excellent. They offer 2FA, two-factor authentication. You can turn that on for trades, And if you're idle, it will push you out. So it's secure. It prevents bot play. And that's important as well. The actual exchange itself is very smooth, and I have to compare it with Binance and COS, which is another new one. So Binance Binance first burst on the scene around the time where Neo was getting hot, right around the rebrand, and they have a token that's similar to KCS. I mean, it's a very similar concept, but KCS is like much better. But Binance blew up when it first came out, and that exchange didn't have a ton of volume, and promoting their token, and they had a strong white paper. The main selling points on why you should buy the BNB token was that they offered free trades for a limited period of time if you use BNB, and that they have a token burn. They have a token burn model, which means that they buy back a certain percentage of tokens on a quarterly basis or annual basis. Or I think it's quarterly basis. And they buy them and destroy them to increase scarcity. And obviously, scarcity should then therefore increase value. So token burns, if you're in the space, is something that's very popular in general. But just those two factors, a token burn and free fees, was enough to make the Binance coin extremely parabolic. Look at, when we were at like hovering a little over 10 million market cap in early August, and by August 21st we were at 280 million. So that's like, wow, that's huge, huge growth. 28x. I mean, yeah, it was nuts. I remember, and that's what brought me on to Binance. I saw what was going on with BNB. I didn't care about it. I was like, hey, I got to get some BNB. I mean, because this thing's on fire. And basically, it came back to earth when China ICO FUD came out. But it's still holding good value. But Binance Exchange has grown, and the key takeaway for me here also is that BNB had $280 million of market cap. Meanwhile, they didn't have the big volume. WTC was not on that exchange at the time. There wasn't tremendous volume. It's not what it is now, and it still was able to obtain, and reach a very high price. So it's kind of like, this is like the phase where Kucoin is right now. So you can't talk about Kucoin without comparing it to Binance. So the takeaway for me is, yeah, it grew crazy without a lot of volume, and the only advantage of buying BNB was to trade, and the free fees and a token burn. So let's compare to what KuCoin offers. The coin itself, they will be doing a token burn quarterly. They burn up to 10% of the fees. So they're going to buy 10% worth of the tokens and burn until they reach 50% burn rate. So there's 200 million tokens. They'll burn down to 100 million total supply, and that'll probably take some time. That is, a year or two, maybe more. I don't know exactly. It depends on how fast it grows. But it's not like they're going to burn it right away. But that's the same incentive of Binance. Okay, so that's equal. As I discussed, the dividends. Binance didn't have that. Nobody has that. It's awesome. You're basically, between all that they're giving back, they're giving a lot of the fees back to the users. So you have the token dividend plan, which is awesome. Then you have a referral based, like a tier level referral marketing plan, where if you refer people to KuCoin, they give you a link in your profile, and people can use your profile, and it's a 3-tier program. So like if I refer John and he uses my link, I'll get 20% of his transaction fees. And mind you, the transaction fees on KuCoin are dirt cheap, 0.1%. So like if you're trading a lot, those fees can add up, and 0.1% I think is probably the cheapest out there. What else? Yeah. Oh, WTC and HSR. For the next month, you can trade those for free, no fees. So you see that they just keep adding up different things that are going to bring people in to drive traffic. And with that referral program, the dividends, the buybacks, their model currently is like 90% of the fees are going to be distributed back to the users. So like I said in the beginning, these are people that want to do this with volume. They see crypto as a long-term play where a year or two from now, market cap is going to grow. You know, if it doesn't grow, I mean, then crypto is going to be dead. I don't think so. I think, we're not going to go straight up, but in the next 2 or 3 years, we all know that we're still not there yet to where mainstream money comes in and the market cap really grows. So if you're looking a year or two down, and this is the long-term play, if you're looking a year or two down the line, we're going to be dealing with a much bigger market cap, and the top exchanges are going to have crazy daily volume. Like a good exchange now is between $100 and $2 million a day. But if the market cap goes, 5x in 2 years or so, 500 million a day. So those fees, they're going to make a fortune. And yeah, that seems to be their play. Create a great exchange and profit share it. Incentivize people to bring more and more traffic to this awesome exchange and buy their token. So there's so many more reasons. Oh yeah, yeah. What else? Yeah, a lot of people ask me. They don't know where KCS. What's the market cap? I believe it's about 55 million right now. There's 100 million total in circulation and 100 million reserved for in the ICO period. Between the developers and advisors, half of that was for them, but they are locked in. They can't just dump it on you. The largest portion, which is owned by the development team and the founders, they have a 4-year lock. So it's restricted for 4 years. For advisors, that's 15% of that 100 million, so 15 million worth of tokens. They have a 2-year lock, which is restricted as well. So, for long term, that's something that down the road may play a factor. But I mean, every ICO does have a similar model. So, it's not a major thing for me. Coin market cap, they applied 2 weeks ago, I believe, and it'll be up any day. So it's going to land on coin market cap at like 50 million, and that'll put it in the top 80. I'm not sure exactly off the top of my head, top 75. And people will start to really ask questions and look. And to me, it's just like a lot of people don't know what this is, and I've been talking to people, and they start to look at it, and they come back and like, wow, like the same way I did. The more I've played around with it. Oh yeah, this is another big thing. For Bitcoin deposits, only 3 confirmations. So like I sent my first Bitcoin here, it took less than 10 minutes. Really fast. Ethereum took me like 5 minutes. Their transactions are super fast. The interface is very sleek. It's very smooth. Like my computer is not great, but you move around. It's very fast. And the dev team is proactive. They're in a Telegram group. Like I've asked a question. I've seen other people ask questions. They get back to you like in a matter of minutes, not even like very quickly. They have 24-hour support. And they're talking about innovation, so they will be implementing a night mode. They had some other updates to the order book that they want, and they're really on the ball when it comes to delivering an exchange that's extremely user friendly. Yeah, so you compare that with something like Cos. Just go to Cos.io and look at that exchange, and then look at this one, and then look at their model. Their model is basically it feeds the people that created it. This one, it feeds the users. It feeds us. The people that are trading on this and referring people and holding KCS are the ones who are going to benefit, not the developers. So, I to me, there's no comparison. Yeah. So what do we got? We got then is coming on the 25th. They're adding more and more tokens. There are tokens on there that you can't find on Bittrex, like EOS and KNC, BTM. I'm not sure if that's on Bittrex. Yep. They also give you Neo gas. So if you store your Neo gas, your Neo on here, you will get gas. Binance does that as well. I don't know why Bittrex doesn't. It seems really crappy to me, pardon my language, but Bittrex has the highest Neo volume, but they're keeping all the gas. To me, that's like, it's kind of bad, and unethical in my opinion. How come Binance can figure out a way and Kucoin can figure out a way to give you your right dividend with gas, but Bittrex has all this volume and they're keeping it all for themselves. I don't like that at all, but that's a different argument. So what do we have? It's a smooth, fast, anonymous exchange that's based out of Hong Kong. They give you benefit. You earn dividends for referring people. You earn daily dividends in multiple tokens at noon. It's like Christmas every day. For holding KCS. The fees are extremely cheap. They have Walton Chain Coin, and it's like this exchange was made for me because I love to trade Walton and I get to trade it for free for a little while, which is awesome. They have the fastest transactions I've seen in a long time, in a long time. They have trading view charting. They have a token burn. I mean, it's just all the points. It's like I couldn't believe it. So to me, I'm looking at this trade or this opportunity as something that I believe will be big, relatively quickly. I think there will be growth. You're going to see the volume go up on this exchange. It's a great exchange. I'm using it, regardless of KCS, I would use it just to trade because it's good. And I think KCS will go up. If it does and you happen to get in, great. Always take profit. Personally, I'd be looking to, I'd like to make a good return on this coin, and then take some out so that I'm not, just holding and waiting for it to go, just keep going. But it's one of those ones where initially when I was looking, I was like, oh, okay, this is undervalued, this is underexposed. When it hits coin market cap, people are going to get excited when they learn what it is. So maybe I can get in and get out real quick. But now the more that I've researched it, I'm starting to become more bullish on the potential for at least a midterm trade as well. So I'll probably, hope to be able to make a nice profit, take some out, and then let the rest ride. That's my strategy with this one. So, I will put my my referral link in the description of the video. So, if you like me, if you like my videos, always hit that like button. But if you do decide to sign up for Kucoin, I'd really appreciate it if you did put me down as that referral, show me some love. That would be awesome. If not, it's cool. But there's I'll post some links, and in my Telegram chat we talk about all these projects anyway. Unfortunately, I am so bad at editing, and most of these videos I just do one shot. So I'm trying to think right now if I forgot anything, because it's like so much, but it's possible that I may have. And if I do, I will definitely update you guys. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe so you get these videos quick. You can see what's going on and come down to Telegram. And yeah, have a good one. Thanks.